Good morning, dear children. English class 4 standard, class 4th, A and B both. But today I have A online, but still I have to send some revision for you. So, class 4th, A and B. Okay. Now, the grammar part, you open the book chapter 1. Chapter 1, that is only alphabetical orders are there, so that no need to. Now coming to the second chapter, you come there. Second chapter we will revise today. Second chapter, sentences and phrases. As I explained to you earlier, sentence is a group of words that has complete meaning and makes sense, I told you. And already you have learnt that. I told you what is phrase, what is sentence. Phrase is always half done. That I dwelt with you, and you should know what is a sentence. Coming to the class 4, if you don't know, then it is what is that called, difficult to go with the grammar. Okay, next you coming to the page number 3 there. 2 nothing is there, just examples that you read. I will only revise the portion of the exam. I will revise the portion. Okay. Now rearrange the words given below to make meaningful sentences, begin each sentence with a capital letter and end with a full stop. Now these are, whenever rearrange the words it is given, you should use full stop as well as beginning sentence is a capital letter. Start with the capital letter. Always you start with the capital letter. Do you understand? And you have to see in between also, sometimes some names are there in between in the sentences. Now Taj Mahal, that is what is that called, name of a building, place. You understood? Name of a place, name of a building, that is a famous building. So that you have to write a T capital there, isn't it? Now like that only, some Sharma name is there, so that is what happened, S capital. That is the way. Now my name only, suppose Hilda you are writing, S should be capital. Your name you are writing Rashmi, so R should be capital. Always starting with the capital. Do you understand? Now coming to the third, parts of sentence. What is that called? Parts of sentence. Parts of sentence. Now there are two parts of a sentence, subject and predicate. There are two parts of a sentence, subject and predicate. Now we name some person or thing when we write a sentence, isn't it? Whenever we write some sentences, we point a person or a thing. This naming part of the sentence called the subject. Naming part. Now first part, what is that called? Which you name. Understood? Now Manish is reading. Manish, that is a naming part of it. Something you are naming. Action is afterwards. Which is naming part of it, you called, that is a subject. Do you understand? Now the action is done is called predicate. That lesson chapter 5, those examples are there, you have to read. Now suppose given what is a subject, what is a predicate, so you are supposed to write, also you are supposed to tell. So much revision if you have done, you are thorough with the. Coming to the page number 6. Coming to the page number 6. The sentences given below are divided into subject and predicates. Subject and predicates. Now here, subject, Vikram has come home. Vikram has come home. In that, Vikram is a subject. Now action which is done there, has come home. That is the action which is done over there. Now Ram is studying. Now Ram, that is the subject, is studying is the predicate. My father reads the newspaper daily. My father is a subject. That is the naming part of it. Now naming part, action which is done is a predicate. Okay, sometimes the subject is understood or left out. Understood? Now sometimes the subject is left out. Why? Now you see, go home means you go home. Understood? Now go home means you understand it is you go home. For whom? That is a pointing you. Now sit down means sit down. Oh, you have to sit down. That is pointing for you. You. Read your lesson now means you read your lesson now. Read your lesson now. You. These sentences are pointing you of you. Do you understand? Now, in this sentence above, the which I said before, the word you which is left out is the subject. Now, which word is completely left out there? Pointing out you is left out. That is the subject. Understood? Sometime it is now go and bring. Who is go and bring? You, that is. Understood? That is you. That is go and bring. You. Now coming to the next page number 6. Please divide the sentences given below into subject and predicate. Subject and predicate. You have to divide them. In case comes for the exam also, like that only you have to divide. How it is given in the book, same way you have to divide those sentences. Okay. Now coming to page number 7. Coming to page number 7. Now subject Jack's parents is the largest planet. Jack's parents. Then my school bus, the young man, Kenny, the aeroplane, bees, Jupiter, Arctic Ocean, penguins, Leela. So these are all subject part of it. Understood? Now here add subjects to complete the sentence. Now what happens? You have to add predicate is already there given. Now suppose you have to given for the exam also like that, you have to think. Now suppose predicate is given, subject you have to write, or else subject is given, predicates you have to write, like that. So you have to read them and understand well which is given there. Okay. Now coming to the next D there, exercise 7, page number 7. Add predicates to complete the here predicates are given. Subject you have to write. So like that. Now coming to the part chapter 4, statements and questions. Now sentences that state something is called statements. Sometimes we pass just statements. Statement means now I am, this is your new toy. So what happened? One statement. Now you are good in science. That's the statements. Now you were singing a song. That's the statements. Now if you are tell me that in question, were you singing a song? Isn't it? That way. Now what is that called? I said you are good in science. Are you good in science? So that is the way statements are questioned like this. So since what is that called? Sometimes interrogative sentence also. I told you interrogative sentence means you always should remember question marks. That is interrogative questions are asked like the question marks. I always told you interrogative means you remember in your mind. Since you are small children, you don't fall. So question marks wherever there are, those are called interrogative sentences. This is a revision. Listen to me and pay attention. In case comes for the exam, you have to write. Now page number 9. Change the sentences given below into interrogative sentences. Interrogative. When you changing to the interrogative sentences, you should remember there should be helping verbs are there. Helping verbs. Which are those helping verbs? Is, am, are, was, were, do. Is, am, are, was, were, do. To make interrogative sentences, we use helping verbs. Now, does, did, has, have, will, can, should before the subject in a sentence. These are before the subject in a sentences used. Okay. Now, coming to the page number 9. You can see in the page number 9 there are 10 sentences. So these sentences you have to do in change into interrogative sentence. I said question mark should be there. Mother is not in the kitchen. Is mother is in the kitchen? Is mother is in the kitchen? Father has gone to the office. That is the so many sentences. 10 sentences are there that you have already done. That is the revision. Okay, coming to the page number 10th. Page number 10, only examples are there, helping verbs. All these helping verbs, do, does and did. You should learn them nicely. Do the revision of it. Okay, helping verbs are very necessary to know. Okay. Now coming to the page number 11. I am going page by page because this is a revision which is more important for you. I will stress on that. If it is just go on, so pass by, I won't touch because you need revision. So accordingly you go. As I go with you just now, same way you follow me and go along with me to study. Take the pages as I say, so it is very easy for you. Understood? Okay. Now rewrite the statements as question by using do, does or did. Do, does or did. Now there you have to do. The doctor examined the patient. Did the doctor examine the patient? That is the way interrogative. Again, understood? Did the doctor examine the patient? She bought a new shirt. Did she buy a new shirt? Did she buy a new shirt? Annu plants trees in the garden. Does Annu plants trees in the garden? Or did Annu plants trees in the garden? That is the way you have to make these sentences of page number 11. So children, today for this much page in page 11 up to I did. Now rest. Tomorrow once more we will do the revision chapter 6, 7, I think 8. 3 remained that we will do tomorrow and remembering it all, revision part of it. So whatever I have today gone with the revision step by step and page by page, that you have to study. Now parts of speech, very necessary. Parts of speech you already learnt in class 3, I think so. Now this is the again revision for you. All the 8 parts of speech are there, that all you should know. Nicely learn them, study them well, nicely. Okay. Now next I am giving you this week, don't write the copywriting till what is that your exam finishes. I think when 29th, I think so, you don't do the copywriting because you have to study all the subjects. After that again you have to start. You can write or else you but you keep it as you write. If you are interested you write or keep it, no problem. If you are studying, study, no problem. So that is the, and you can what is that called, write the question answers only. I don't know, last year I used to teach class 5 question answers what they have learned to write in the copywriting 5 lines. This year you don't know my pattern because I don't know you at all. Only I see you in online, that's all. And I know your faces, that's all. And if it happened to school to be reopened, everything you will know slowly and I will teach you. Now you have to learn today one poem. I will give one day. The leisure poem you have to learn by heart. The leisure poem you have to learn by heart. Okay, bye and see you. God bless you. Have a nice day.